Great. So we talked a bit about the Expo and also what's happening here in Osaka. But let me please introduce yourself to our audience first.
Of course. My name is David Kpondehou. I'm originally from Benin, and I am currently working in Awaji. I don't know if you know that island. So I am the manager of the Awaji Youth Federation program, which is funded and run by Persona Group. So I actually work for Persona Group, which is one of the leading human resource company in Japan. So I came to Japan through that Awaji Youth Federation program in 2017 and got contract to stay with the company, and then got the promotion to be manager for the program office. So that's what I do on day to day. But beside that, I'm the founder of the Africa Diaspora Network Japan, which I'm also leading, and also now managing the African Dining Hall, general manager there, because that is a project also by our organization, the Africa Diaspora Network Japan. So yeah, that's what I do, that's who I am, and of course, I touch many other things. You will see me also in Benin, co-founder of Africa Samurai, that providing IT training for young people to create job opportunities for them. So thank you.
That's great. Thank you so much. I have a lot of things to ask from
Oh,
you.
I'm ready.
But the first one would be the most easiest. And I really want to know the proper pronunciation of your country. Is it the proper one?
Oh, okay. We are French-speaking country. So in Benin, we will say Benin. Benin is in French, the Republic of Benin. But then Japanese, we say Benin.
Yes.
Because they will take it from the original pronunciation, which is Benin, so it becomes Benin. Yes.
They're trying to get that original one.
Yep, I think that's what happened. So some people, you say Benin, they're like, oh, but why do people call it Benin? I think Benin is coming from the fact that originally the country is Benin. Yes.
I see. So Iger is fine,
Yep.
is it? Okay, so Benin.
Yeah.
Okay,
Benin is fine.
Okay, so let's call it Benin.
Yes.
From my perspective,
Yes.
you are the most known Africans here in Japan to all Africans. Is it? Every Africans know about you.
It is a generation matter. I think with my generation and what we are achieving here, I believe we interact with many people, and that could be why you feel like I'm the most known African in Japan. But I think there are many other elders.
Yeah, that's true.
Besides us, we are just a new generation and connecting with different people interested in Africa. And of course, we're doing our best to push this Africa agenda in our program, which is changing the narrative. So we're working on that very hardly, and believe maybe that's why you feel like I'm the most popular in Japan.
Yeah.
But I do respect my elders who also doing the similar work with us. Yeah.
Great. So when it started, please share the first page of this journey.
So as I told you, I came to Japan not as a student, of course. I came straight to join the program run by Persona Group, which is Awaji Youth Federation. So back in 2017, I found the program, introduced to me by one of my Japanese friends, and I was social entrepreneur. So myself, whatever creating solution for social problem is what I was passionate about. And on that company website was solving society problem. Persona. I'm like, wow, I want to join this. And I joined the program in 2017, and that's where my journey started with Japan. So I get to Japan mainly in Awaji Island. So I start working. It's a learning and working experience, 1 year. So that's where I started my journey. I was with other 29 young entrepreneur leader from all over the world. So we have that program which bring people from different parts of the world, I told you. So in Africa, we have 3 countries represented, and Benin, there were Djibouti, there were Tunisia. So that's how we start the journey in Japan. Now, I was working for all this project with the company, but then I still wanted to do something for Africa.
Yeah.
So that's how I started finding out some challenge for which I need solution. And one of the challenge was Africa was not known by our Japanese fellow as much as I was expected. And I was like, okay, what do you do about it? So I get to start talking to different African association in Japan. So Ugandan association, Nigerian association, Benin association. So different countries, I start interacting with them. And I realized that people have this similar challenge. They get frustrated because it's so difficult for them to make people know about their country. And I'm like, okay, instead of being frustrated because people don't know much about you, how about we stand up and we come together and we start doing something about it? That's where we started and said, okay, let's create unified platform where people can learn about Africa, where we can connect Japanese with Africa. So that's how we started in 2019.
2019.
And you will remember COVID at that time.
Yes.
So we started with online project program called
Discover
Africa.
Africa. Okay.
So every month we have the opportunity to present each African country to Japanese audience. We have done 28 countries by then. So what happened is we bring the association of the country on board to have a presentation about their country, and we have done already survey to know what people are interested in learning about the country. So we have they want to know about the culture, the history, the food, the business opportunity, and all this education. So we put all this together, and the country people, like the association, will take the lead to present that. And beside that, we will find Japanese company, organization of people who went to the country, ask them to come to, tell their story when they went to the country. So we give them about 10 minutes, 2 or 3 of them, to tell their story. And then lastly, we create a breakout room. We put people from that particular country to different room, and then we give them the chance to meet Japanese people to discuss more further for 30 minutes. They discuss, and they come back to the main room, and we give the floor to Japanese people who are in that room to, tell other people what they learn from each breakout room. Sometimes we have up to 10 to 7 breakout room, and they discuss. So that format is 2-hour event, and we have been, we did that for like 28 countries, and before that during the COVID. So we're doing that kind of interaction, and when the COVID start, getting better, the things start getting normal. We have this Discover Africa Foods. So you will understand why we have restaurant now. So Discover Africa Food had the same concept. So in Higashi Osaka here, there is a restaurant called Kitchen Sawasawa. We collaborate with the restaurant owner to promote each African country food. And that also, we have done up to 30 countries already. What happened is we choose one weekend in the month, like the last Saturday of the month, and we call on like someone from a particular country to collaborate with the chef of the kitchen to cook their country food. And nearly like 70 to 80 or maybe even 50 sometimes people will come to eat from lunch to dinner time, and they interact with each other, they talk, they discuss, they get to learn about the country while they also enjoy the food. So we've been doing also that as activity. Yeah. Then when COVID get better, that's how we started the Africa Business Forum, which I was talking to you about a while ago. Again, here in Higashi Osaka. So we had the first edition in 2022, and then we have done the 4th edition this year, August. So we do Africa Business Forum, and then we also do the Africa Expo that I mentioned to you.
Yeah.
to make people learn about Africa, of course, in terms of business opportunity, but the cultural connection also was very important to us. So we bring two people together to interact, to get to know each other, and I think that's something we have been doing up to now. And we have a restaurant in the Expo, and we have been involved in the youth TICAD this year. That's the first ever TICAD youth initiative in the TICAD process. I don't know if you know about the TICAD, the Tokyo International Conference on Africa Development. Yeah, we've been there. I mean, that was in August. Recently, we were able to have a policy proposal and explain. We hand over this policy document, which is Youth Agenda 2055, to the TICAD stakeholder, including Minister of Foreign Affairs, Japan, and we have done many of these things that we're pushing the agenda between Japan and Africa.
Wow. Okay.
So maybe I was very long with your question, but I did
No,
give you everything
it
you
was
need.
great. Yes. It feels like we are like time traveling
Of
from
course.
2018.
Yeah,
Yes.
2019, of course.
19,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Great. Let me check just. Okay. So when you first landed in Japan, you couldn't speak in Japanese.
No,
Is it right?
no, I couldn't.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
So how could you manage it? Is it possible to live here in Japan without any Japanese?
Let me tell you very simple. On when I arrived at the airport, of course I don't speak Japanese, and I needed to connect with the organizer of the program that brought me. Then I have to find a random Japanese or a random person around me, and just try to interact. I don't know if they were even understanding what I was saying, but that Japanese person was so kind to me and lent me their phone to call her, the organizer of the program, say, "Oh, I'm at the airport. I'm here now. Where do I find you?" Right? So just to tell you, the language, of course, is important, but it wouldn't stop people with a desire to achieve something to not make it happen. So we always find a way to survive with the challenge, because it's all about communication. So I believe the language is one of the challenge, but the important thing is how much you are able to communicate your thoughts to other people, how much you connect with them, and that's something I've learned through the journey. Of course, if I would have learned Japanese earlier, maybe I could have achieved bigger, much more. I mean, but I think I was able to survive because I'm a very outgoing person. So I just
Nice.
interact with people. I talk. I will do mistakes in communication, but I will still make sure they understand what I'm trying to tell them. So yeah, that's my story about this
That's
Japanese.
great. So it's not about the language itself; it's about the
Yeah,
us.
communication.
Great. So our podcast audience,
Yeah.
they are very young Africans
Yeah.
who are living in Africa and trying to get better every day. They're trying to so hard. So some of them are trying to go abroad for study. So they have a lot of selections like America, Europe, France maybe, and Australia, even the China.
Yep.
But why Japan? Is there have any reason to come to here in Japan? When we watch the news, some news are saying like Japanese have like a very the population is decreasing, the inflation gets crazier. So why Japan? Is
Why
there any
Japan?
reason?
Of course, of course. Why Japan will be answered by individual based on their interests.
How about you?
Voilà.
For
But,
yourself.
when you come to myself, I've chosen Japan because of a certain value that I have identified when I was still back in Benin. I used to organize what we call Africa Homestay as a coordinator of an NPO in Japan, in Benin at that time. And when Japanese students and people come, we put them in different families and we make them learn about the culture, and they stay with the family for two weeks, for example, and then they go back to Japan. I start getting familiar with the culture. And then beside that, the business people will come and also do market research for the businesses. And I get to realize that people are so polite and they have some value that I also see in Africa, which is not always, even they are doing business, they care about people, right? Which is the thing that we value in Africa, the community, the people. So I get to understand that Japan is a very good place to stay or to collaborate. Japanese people are very good people to collaborate for, with my country or with Africa. That's how my curiosity started being pushed forward. Because I've dealt with many other people where even they come to business, people focus only on how much they can make, all right? But then with Japanese people, I got to realize that it's not only that. They're also interested in what problem are we solving? How much are we creating impact for you? What is the opportunity for the young people when we are doing this for the society? So I feel like, yes, this is what we want. We want people who are open to collaborate, to care about other people rather than only coming and stealing our natural resources and all these things. So just the parentheses. But that's the situation back in the day for me. But you will see for other people, many of them are being influenced by Japanese anime.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
So I mean, I've learned about many of these from my friends who really interested in Japan and Japanese technology. Because when you think from African perspective, when you say Japan, well, oh, technology. That's what it means for us. Japan is advanced in technology, and you see back in Africa, Toyota and all this, because we think Japan is a technological country, like a high-tech country, and we believe that coming to Japan, we will have more opportunity to interact with those technology, to learn, and to be able to contribute back in our country. So I think most of the people have this kind of mindset.
I see. That's great. So, about your country, what's going on there in Benin? In Benin.
In Benin.
Because we don't know about the Benin much. So, is it going well, or should the young Benin people, young Benin boys and girls, should they do something for the country's future?
Yep, I think Benin is doing great. Benin is a very peaceful country. If you think about, most of the country in Africa, I think Benin have this political stability very strongly recognized globally. And positioning, Benin is very well positioned as a country. Of course, population, we are not that big country, but our positioning near Nigeria and other countries in West Africa, we call it ECOWAX region, is very great. We're talking about a market of 420 million, So that's how we perceive Benin. And if you think about development, industrialization, Benin is doing great, of course. Now, young people would like to contribute to that movement. All right, so that's why many of them would like to also go out to learn and be able to contribute. I've seen just last week some of my Benin colleagues, friends in Kansai region here. They're going to graduate next week, and they're very excited about what kind of solution they have to contribute to agriculture, to contribute to fintech, to contribute to this and that. And they are going back, and they would like to use that knowledge they learn in Japan here to implement something back home. And that, I think, young people in Benin are very excited about, going out, getting something, innovative for contributing to the society back in Benin is a thing that young people are very passionate about.
I see. Wow. Okay. Who are wanting to contribute to their country, especially for the high school students? Do you have any?
You mean example?
Sorry. I forgot the proper word.
You will come.
Advice. Yes. Do you have any advice for that high school students who are doing their subjects to done and to do their homework and going to school and trying to get some university maybe or job? Do you have any advice?
Yes, of course. My advice for always for young people is to be ambitious. To be ambitious, to have a dream that is bigger than yourself. Because most of us, we just want to do something for like our family, and that is it. But I want people to start thinking beyond that. So the young people, when they are studying, they have to understand that it's not only for themselves, it is for beyond themselves, it is for their country, it is for Africa, it is for the global. So they have to start seeing more bigger how much impact they can create with what they are learning at that moment. Because usually people will think, oh, I'm learning, you know, I will get, you know, my degree, I will work for government, and then I will, you know, support my family, and that is it. No, the world is global, and there are challenges everywhere, and everyone needs everyone. All right, so I believe at that point, if they are learning and they are studying, they have to be ambitious. They have to not have a limit of the space of thinking, and that's how they will have innovative, you know, idea, and then they will be able to think more beyond the space that is given to them. So dreaming is my advice to most of them, and of course, the basic is get to learn hard your subject that you have chosen. So I don't know if I answered your question
Yes,
properly.
it is great. Thinking globally, bigger and bigger, should do in front the tasks in front of
Yeah,
at the same time.
at the same time.
I see.
So don't give yourself a limit. Go beyond what is in front of you, because you are in a global competition. Because usually you will think maybe you know, only the competition around you, but today is not the case. We are global. We are getting to the technological world. We are in actually, all right. So everything is open. Don't stick on what the teacher or the professor will give you. Go online, do your research, and learn more about what is happening in the world. What are the different ways to solve the same problem? All right, so that's something I believe is the advantage of this generation, because before we did not have the internet, you know, to this level. You know, you can stick with whatever the teacher is giving you at school. You believe this is enough. But today you can go beyond that with you know, the new technology and you know, all this AI and other opportunity we have today.
Nice, great.
So,
So my final topic, I want to know about the future. So you guys are doing the Africa Expo the recent years. So through that expo, maybe there had a lot of talk about the business in Africa or connection between Japan and Africa.
yeah.
So is it bright? Is it hard to move forward to that business talks into the real life?
I think it's a very interesting question. So you are asking me if we have you know, hope that Japanese businesses are actually interested in Africa these days.
Yeah.
And then how do we see this in the future? I believe, you know, from the time we started this movement in 2019 to today, there is a big change, mainly in the mindset and the way people have been approaching Africa in terms of business or a collaboration or cultural understanding. So I personally think people are now getting to be honest about they're willing to go to Africa or to do business with Africa. Just last week we had a Osaka Africa Business Forum, and then we could see how much Japanese company are very interested to interact with African who were in the forum, and how to build connection. And right after that, we had again Benin Business Forum, because Benin have the National Day on 29 and 28. We had from there we connected, and I have discussed with several companies at that forum, and they already take action. They want to go to Benin to do business, and some of them even already place order. I want a cashew nut, I want a pineapple, drive the cashew nut from Benin, please help me get a container. So it's real. It's not only talking. All right, you will imagine, you are laughing now, right? Japanese person taking business decision within a week is almost impossible. Right?
Impossible.
Before, when it comes to Africa, but today I can tell you is just real, and I can see so many companies being really interested in doing business with Africa. And maybe this is the impact of the work we have been doing so far, to bring the two cultures together. Because before, people will say Africa is far.
Yes.
And then you are like, okay, how about Brazil? That you go, all right? How is it? But people go to those places. But then when they come to Africa, they go, oh, it's very far. So, but I understand. When they say it's far, you have to understand not only the distance, it's the culture. How much close are we in terms of culture? And that brings me to the youth agenda that I told you about, like a youth agenda 2055, which is an agenda proposed by Japanese youth and African youth to the TICAD stakeholder, to make them understand what is the real need of young people to connect with Japan today, and between Africa and Japan, I mean. But you will see from that, one of the hot topic and the most important topic that came out from this youth agenda, it was people-to-people connection. All right. So because the TICAD have the main pillars, where from 30 years ago they talk about society, they talk about economy, and they talk about peace and governance. But then this year we bring up two enablers to support those pillars, and we have people-to-people exchange, and we have sustainability. But when we give this proposal to the government, we were congratulated by the Prime Minister at the closing speech, when he was talking about the future relation between Japan and Africa. He did mention about our youth initiative, and even call us, front of all these officials, and say congratulations for the work you are doing. So I think we are in a time where people truly believe in what we are doing, and they think we can actually support and connect when it comes to business opportunity with Africa as well. So the future is bright.
Wow. That's like a storytelling. It's like a fairy tale.
Of course, we are changing the narrative. There's all a story from the old to the new image that people have about Africa. And we see the impact all this is creating, because it all starts from the perception. Before, people perceive strongly that Africa is poor, is insecure, there is no opportunity there. But again, in life, there are all these challenges. We have opportunity, we still have challenges. We agree on that, and we always call on people to be honest. When you go to Africa, when you're talking about Africa, don't talk about the only bad side, or what you think is going wrong. Also talk about what is going well. Show people the good side and the opportunity that they have. And when it comes to business, it's always risk, all right? So you don't do business without expecting any risk. Even in Japan here, you still have a risk when you are doing business. So it's all the same around the world. So it's all about the image, and that's what we are working on, to make sure people understand that there is opportunities in Africa. And Japanese companies are understanding today, and many of them are already, taking the step, to business with Africa, and we are very happy about it. And we want more people to come on. Yes,
Great,
we are very happy with that.
Great. So last one, the easiest question. So when some African peoples come to here in Japan, have to connect to this community, to your African communities?
I think So they have to connect.
How?
You say how to connect?
Yes, have to.
Oh, they have to connect. I mean, how to connect is very easy. I think you will see we even have a membership platform. So when people come, you Google Africa Diaspora Network Japan, you will find us. And of course, we have on website, we have a opportunity for you to engage with us. So get involved, you click, you will see the link will direct you to fill up a short form and become a member. But then you will see our contact also there. You can reach out to us. We have info at adnjapan.org. So that's our general email for interacting with the public. But then again, you will find us. If you Google us, you'll find us. You'll find us on social media. You go on Facebook, you'll find Africa Diaspora Network Japan page. You will follow us on Instagram. You will see us on LinkedIn. So we are everywhere, as you said.
Everywhere. That was everywhere.
And we are happy to support because we already have actually a program for newcomer. Usually when the students come from Africa, they are not sure about, what step to take to be, connected to the society, the cultural understanding. So we support with that. We do some orientation for the newcomer. We give them advice on what to be, careful about, things that they need to take seriously when they come, and that will bring me back to the language. Of course, I survived, without the language at some point, but honestly, if you really want to be in Japan and you really want to do great in Japan, I advise to learn the language. So as they come, we advise them to learn the language hardly. Don't get distracted. Focus. Make sure that you can at least do a basic conversation. Then from there, you will start to understand how much opportunity there is for you. Because someone who understands the language and the one who does not understand the language is different opportunity. All right? When you understand the language, understand that you are open to much more opportunity than one you don't speak the language, because not much Japanese people will speak English, and that's where the challenge is. But we advise them on all these matters. And of course, some of them will miss home. So we also make sure that we connect them with other community in Japan, and we make sure we have some activity to make them feel home also. They can get African food. We can organize for them or with them African festival. So we have all this type of support for our people coming from Africa also.
Great.
Yes.
So thank you so much for today. It was great to talk with you. Wow. I feel so good because of this. This is so good.
No, I'm grateful. Thank you for having me. And I think this initiative is great. And I believe people who are listening to this will also be aware of how much opportunity exists for them here in Japan, mainly to come to study. There is a great chance here at Japanese university. There are different, they have different scholarship, for example, by JICA or MEX or different, Japanese government. So I encourage everyone who really want to learn more about Japan or to study, to choose Japan as destination. We will be here to welcome them and support them as much as we can. Thank you.
Okay.
Arigato.
Thank you.
I
Wow.
don't know if this is enough for you.
It's perfect.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. My leg is not fine, but I'm fine.
I wouldn't be able
I can't
to do
feel
this.
my leg. I didn't know about it.
You did Caesar for almost 1 hour.
No,
It's not easy,
just,
right?
yes.
So it's not easy.
About the Caesar, they have some interesting joke. The Japanese type of seat, it's called by Caesar. But in English, do you know how to call this?
No.
Punishment. Most of the countries, if you do some bad things for the kids, you should have to see it like this. Okay, it's called by punishment.
Yeah, I get it. But it really looked like punishment. When you go to the traditional Japanese restaurant, there is this, there is this, how do we call it? Seat where you cannot put straight your leg. You have to do this. I feel like they want you to go to live fast because usually it is a table hodai, nomi hodai, but when they give you this kind of seat, how long can you stay? Your hope is just to leave.
Yeah, that's true.
After the first 30 minutes, you feel like, okay, I'm done. I want to go. Because for Japanese, they're easy, but for people like us, we have very hard bones.
Yeah.
We are not that flexible.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
true.
easy. How was your story in Japan? How do you get here?
Just got some scholarship from the undergraduate
Okay, so you come from
school. Yes, I came from my undergrad. So I got some scholarship and just studied here 4 years. And after that, I went back to my home.
You are from Mongolia, yes.
Yes, I'm from Mongolia. So I back and we have military system like 1 year. Every man should go to military like
So
1
you
year.
went to military.
I went there.
That's why you have some muscle.
We just protected our border. So we have two big countries, border, China and Russia.
Good luck.
Can you imagine?
You have the big.
It is really hard to manage those two big bear from Russia and dragon from China. It is really hard. We are just a horse, normal horse.
So you guys have this kind of national military obligation for 1 year. At which age you need?
Until 25, I went 24 in age. And after joining the military, I thought I have to go move a bit forward. I have to learn more. I have to do bigger things that can impact for the people, my people, and the world people in a good way. So I tried to, I wanted to learn more. So I just came back
to
here
Japan.
and work for Africa right now. I'm working for Africa. right now.
Yeah, that's very curious. Why you didn't work for your country and you choose Africa as a continent for your project?
The whole project itself, they have a big program called Study in Japan. So it's separated by the region,
Oh, okay.
like Asian, European, like the Middle East.
Yeah.
We are the project for the Sub-Saharan Africa.
I get
Yes.
it, I get it.
So the it's the one of the biggest reasons is in 2050, it's like around 35 years later, one of the 5 people
Yeah.
would be Africa.
Yeah, I heard. I mean, the source saying actually that 1 out of 4
Yeah, one of the 4.
for
Yes, yes, yes. One
will
out
be
of 4.
from Africa,
Yeah.
and I think they say Africa is the last frontier. Then this is the reality because with Japan, it makes sense for Africa to be a good partner.
Yeah.
Because you see the age range in Japan. Is average age in Japan is 49 years old, but then when you think about Africa, the average age now is 19 years old. All right, you see the gap.
Under 20.
Yeah, if you want to really fill this gap, there should be a true partnership between Africa and Japan.
That's true.
Because the population is extremely young in Africa, where in Japan it's an aging population. So I could see a win collaboration there because, coming to Japan, studying is already getting to know about the culture and the manners, I believe, and will be a good human resource for a Japanese company who actually also want to expand to Africa market because the market is still very, new, fresh, and everything. Most of the things need to be built, right? So we are at the beginning of our innovation. And,
Yeah, that's true.
Country like Japan already at the peak of the innovation. So this is the time
Yes.
to have a great opportunities.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's like the good time, the perfect time.
Then we are all contributing to that on our different ways.
Yeah, that's true.
So what you say study? So what are the level you are targeting? Is it undergrad, graduate, or
Our project?
postgraduate? So yes, what?
Our project, they can get that student visa here in Japan, which means like high school, college, Japanese school, undergrad, grad, postgrad, everybody.
And
So
what-
we want to increase the number of that students
So-
because they have experience here, study here in Japan, can communicate, can connect to Africa, to Japan
Yep.
better and deeper.
I agree.
Because they understand the culture, they understand the manners, the everything.
Perfect.
So it's more smoother
Yeah.
if you increase, if we
more
can increase
people-
the number of students here in Japan, the connection would be more deeper.
I agree. I think this is a very good strategy, and I want to understand a bit what you're offering when you go to the concrete step. Let's say a student from Benin, from high school, want to study in Japan. What are the steps for them?
Okay, so the owner of this project is Japanese government,
Okay.
Ministry of Education. So we are, of course, they have a mixed scholarship. We are sharing those informations to the Africans, but we are trying to make that fundamental things because there have very few MOUs between African high school with the Japanese universities. But as an example, in my country, we have only 3 million people, only 3 million people. But now, currently, the 30,000 students here in Japan.
Wow.
But from sub-Saharan Africa, we have only 2,000.
From the billion of people we have.
Yes, from the billion.
One
But
point-
30,000 from 3 million. Why? Because there have a lot of MOUs between the high school and Japanese universities. Universities and universities are trying to matching those high schools to the Japanese universities. And also we want to give the informations about the study in Japan to all young Africans. Because when I'm asking, we visited the Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Madagascar, Kenya. And when I ask the African students, do you want to go abroad? They say yes. Where? America, Canada, France, Australia, China.
Of
and
course.
how about Japan? And they say like, oh, it's my first time to think about the Japan. So at least we want to give them, they go to Japan. So please add this Japan to the list.
No, I think this
It's the first
I
fundamental.
think we can help with that. If there is a way we can partner with our organization, I believe we can create different sessions.
Yes.
Because we need to have information session.
Yeah.
People need to learn about the opportunity that exists, right?
Yeah.
Because one of the key challenges is the language barrier.
Yeah.
All right. So should we already start introducing the language in the high school or university for people to start getting to learn about the language and the culture? So I believe high school students coming to Japan, the first thing they have to do is the language, right?
Oh, yeah.
They have to study the language before they
Most
even
of the
start.
time,
Yeah. So that was just, I want to have those details and see how we
Great.
can work on it together. It's a very great project, I'm saying.
Yes.
It's a great thing I've been also very concerned about. So I think you guys are doing a great job. So I believe we can contribute and we can work together at some point to make sure that we increase this number of students from Africa to study in Japan, and of course, creating more partnership between university or schools in Africa and schools in Japan. That would be very meaningful and great for the development of Japan-Africa relation, I believe.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's
Let's
work
work
on it.
together. Thank you.
よろしくお願いします。
Onegaishimasu.
はい。
Okay, let's go.
You are still recording, no, right?
Yeah, I'm recording.
I thought you were stopped.